Hey F1 fans, I hope you enjoyed this past weekend's F1 race in Spain. Here's the rundown of what positions changed in the team championships and the driver championships. I'm going to make this a lot shorter because I was bored making it and I'm sure it's boring to listen to, so just the highlights and just the drivers and teams that actually changed places. Enjoy! Okay, let's take a look at the driver championship standings. As usual, we have the positions. We still have 2 drivers without points. We're going to take a look at the changes from Monaco to Spain. This is how they stood in Monaco, and this is how they stand in Spain. And here's everyone's points. Ready for it? Oh, nothing changed. However, there's going to be less and less of this as the season goes. But even though none of the positions have changed, the point distances have definitely changed. So where folks were close before, like George Russell and Sainz, now that gap has definitely increased. And the other little bit changing in the back of the field, where we had 3 teams tied with 2, and now there's only 2 teams tied for 2. Notable performances, Lando managed to qualify in P3 in his McLaren. That was extremely happy news, but they knew that they couldn't really hold it, and it really went sour right on lap 1 when he hit Lewis. Had to go in right away to change his front wing and ended up in P17. Sergio and George Russell both fought their way up through the pack. George making it from P12 to P3, and Sergio having to start from P11, making it only to P4. He could not get past the Mercedes. Zhou Guanyu did an excellent race, and he went up to from P13 to P9 and got points. Whereas Yuki Tsunoda was going to get points. He was going to be in P9, but unfortunately he got a pretty harsh late penalty. Harsh in the sense that a simple 5-second penalty took him completely out of the points. And the one other driver that I wanted to mention is poor Charles Leclerc. He ended up qualifying 19th with his car just not working really well for him. Then they made changes overnight, so had to incur a 15 grid penalty. But the crazy thing is, even though they were starting in the pit lane, also Logan Sargent had to start in the pit lane. So Charles ended up starting in P19 anyway, right where he qualified. Fought his way through the pack up to P11, not in points. All right, let's hit up the teams. So team championships. Okay. And again, our rankings, our Monaco positions, our Spain positions, and everyone's points. Wow. Okay, so you see what's coming. These teams did not change their rank. However, we do have teams that actually changed places. Mercedes did really well. They're back with better form this weekend after their car improvements, and both drivers delivered consistent results at the level of their car. They got P2 and P3, 2 podium finish, so that moved them up very nicely relative to Aston Martin. Unfortunately not looking as good as the upgraded Mercedes anymore, but it could be just this track. We'll have to wait and see if they can win it back. That was that, short and sweet. I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments what you think, what we could change to make it more fun. And we have 1 weekend off, and then we'll see you at the next race.